Well, the temperature is changing and spring is in the air, which means it's time for the annual Parks and Rec Spring Frenzy. Here in the studio today, we have Kelly Vitetto and Jennifer Wilson, both recreation coordinators from Polk County Parks and Recreation. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Well, now Spring Frenzy, it sounds like a really exciting thing. Tell me a little bit about the event. What is it?
Well, when the kids are on spring break, a lot of kids don't really have anything to do, so we came up with the Spring Frenzy so the kids can come out from 1 to 5 every day during spring break, and they get to play with our games, ping pong table, computers. We do different activities with them, so it's just a fun thing to do while they're on spring break, so they're not sitting at home and being bored.
Yeah, that makes sense. So is it everybody, or are all of the resource centers doing it, or is it just one or two?
It's 4 of our 5 centers are doing it. So we have one in Lakeland, Lake Wales, Winter Haven, and Eloise.
Okay, so who can come to this event? Are there what's the age range?
Students from kindergarten through 12 years of age can come, so it's a wide variety of ages.
Yeah, everybody. So is it just kids that are already involved in your after-school programs, or?
A lot of them are going to be coming, but we do have some openings for some more kids to come out. We can take up to 30 kids usually in all of the spots, so there's going to be a lot of kids coming.
Yeah, that's a lot. It sounds like fun. I know that spring break it's a fun concept, but then by Monday you're kind of bored already. So.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about some of the activities that the kids can look forward to.
We have things that we call enrichment activities, whether that's like a food craft, like fruit kebabs, or little. I'm trying to think of what the other thing that we do is. I don't know, we do a lot of stuff with bananas and frosting, and we put stuff together to make animals but out of food. So we do a lot of creative food crafts that we come up with.
Sounds like fun. And you're sure I'm too old to join in?
Well, maybe if you want to just volunteer one day.
Okay, well that brings us to a good point. So I know you guys always need volunteers, right? So you probably need volunteers for these camps.
We do, and a lot of the resource centers or the community centers have ongoing volunteers that come out and help with things like their after school program, but sometimes we just supplement it a little bit, especially during these kind of activities where it's a week-long thing for 4 hours, not just a couple hours after school.
Does it cost anything for these kids to come to the camp?
It's free. It's just a way that we can open up our center that's already there, it's already open, in this case we aren't even extending any hours, we're just offering that opportunity for parents to send their kids somewhere safe and fun and have a good spring break with us if they so choose.
Yeah, that's great. Well, with lots of bananas and frosting and stuff to buy, do you have sponsors that you want to thank?
For this one in particular, we don't currently have any ongoing sponsors, but it does kind of let us point out the fact that we're always welcome to sponsors, and they can either donate money, items, we can use things that they aren't really thinking about, but if they want to get rid of it and people want to call us and give us opportunity to take it.
Do you have a list somewhere on your website or something of items that you're always looking for?
We don't currently have that just because of the way that the website's set up, but if they call our phone number and talk to Stephanie, I'll give you that number, but Stephanie's our sponsorship coordinator that handles everything for everybody, so she can kind of facilitate between all of the centers what everybody needs, or all of the events that we have, and that number is 534-6911.
All right, good. So, so Spring Frenzy sounds, it's really exciting, but it's only for a week. So what happens when the kids get out of school for the whole summer? Is there something else going on?
We have a Summer Frenzy. So it's a 6-week-long program, very similar. It's, open recreation. It's just what we call both of these activities. So the parents know they can drop their kids off. We have staff and volunteers there. We have activities to keep them so they're not just sitting around staring at their phones or whatever it is that kids do these days, and they're not really doing an activity. So we do a lot of things like that, and so Kelly and all the other community center coordinators have a lot to plan for that because it's such a longer activity than a 1-week-long spring break.
All right. So is there a deadline to sign up for Spring or Summer Frenzy?
For Spring Frenzy, the deadline to sign up is March 19th.
Okay.
For Summer Frenzy, we haven't put out our flyers for that yet, so I don't think we have a deadline for that as of yet, but we will let you know.
So stay tuned. Yeah. All right. Well, it sounds pretty exciting, and I wish that I had time, or, I was young enough to go play with bananas and frosting. It sounds fun. Well, ladies, thanks for coming on and telling us about these events.
Thank you for having us.
Well, if you are a student in elementary, middle, or high school, or if you have or know a student who is looking for something to do over spring break, you should send them to Spring Frenzy with Parks and Recreation. This year, there are 4 locations at Eloise Resource Center, Mary Norma Campbell Resource Center in Lake Wales, Wabash Community Center in Lakeland, and the Wilfred Smith Resource Center in Winter Haven. This is a free open recreation program going on during spring break for all students. You do need to register by March 19th because there is limited space at all the different centers. And don't forget, there's still an after-school program at each of these centers throughout the school year, and there will be a Summer Frenzy program during summer break for all students. For more information, you can call Parks and Recreation at 863-534-6911, or you can go online at parksandrec.polk-county.net.